Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Kumar Tiwari and I have secured All India Rank 368 in Civil Services Examination 2019, and I would like to share my journey and my experiences regarding this whole process of Civil Services Examination. So first of all, I would like to tell you briefly about my background. So I have studied from Military School Bangalore, and during my 12th standard I was eager to join National Defence Academy, and therefore my journey to UPSC starts from that point itself. So in 2011, while I was preparing for NDA, National Defence Academy and NA examination, I couldn't qualify in the different rounds. And then I did my graduation. During my graduation courses also, in my final year, I prepared for Combined Defence Services examination and other defence related examinations. I couldn't clear the stages, different stages at different point of time. And therefore, after doing my graduation, I started doing a job. I worked in a civil engineering construction company for approximately 6 months, and thereafter I took a plunge into preparation of civil services examination, and this was my third attempt, and in which I cleared the civil services. So from 2011 till 2020, so it is approximately 9 years. So my journey, although this was my third attempt, but my journey to the so to say civil services examination has been for almost a decade long. So I wanted to tell you about this thing because I know that like me there are many other candidates who are preparing for civil services, and they have started their journey at different stages of their life. Some may have started it maybe before their graduation or during their graduation, and few of you may be starting your preparations after doing certain amount of a certain period of your job. So I just want to tell you that the only thing that kept me motivated was my perseverance and dedication towards this journey. And throughout the different failures, like in the very first attempt I failed in prelims, and therefore that was a big setback for me. And in my second attempt, when everything was going smooth and hunky-dory, I couldn't qualify the final round. That is, I couldn't secure any rank after my second attempt. I went till the interview, everything was going well, but at the end I could not clear the examination as a whole. And again the process started for me from square one. And in this attempt I could make it to the list. So therefore my only advice to all of you is to do not get bogged down, keep preparing yourself, do not give up. Perseverance and dedication is the only thing that will fetch you a good rank in civil services examination. Now let us discuss the prelims strategy. So in the prelims, I'll tell you the following books which I refer to while my preparations of civil services prelims examination. So basically what I did in my 2018 attempt was that I chose one test series. So in my case I chose Insights on India test series, and I totally relied upon their schedules. So from July month itself I started following their schedules, and one by one my syllabus started to finish up by the month of March. So the following books I referred for my preparation of prelims. For ancient India and medieval India, I relied upon Tamil Nadu textbook, and along with that I also read new NCERTs of 7th and 8th class which is related to our past 1 and 2. And along with that there is also a book of class 11th called as Themes of India 1, which is of ancient India, and Themes of India 2, which is of medieval India. I would like to tell you that in the CAPF Assistant Commandant 2018 examinations, there were more than 10 questions which were directly taken from the Themes of India 2. So this is just to emphasize that UPSC also uses these books, as these are the standard NCERT books. So the questions can be asked directly from these books. So kindly read these books along with, of course, Tamil Nadu textbook which covers it holistically. For modern, I relied upon Spectrum, which is a book by Rajiv Ahir, and along with that Themes of India 3, it's a very small book, and if one has covered the Spectrum wholeheartedly, it will take not more than a day or two to complete the Themes of India 3. And what Themes of India 3 does is that the book is given in a thematic format, and therefore it looks into those aspects which are not covered in the spectrum book. And after modern India, polity. For polity, there is only one and only Lakshmikant that one can follow. And in my case, I would like to tell you that I have read Lakshmikant more than 20-25 times. The more number of time you read, the better you will be prepared to face the questions, because it is for sure that more than 10 to 15 questions will be asked in the polity section, and most of them can be tackled using the Lakshmikant book. So therefore, read multiple times. Lakshmikant book has to be read multiple times. After the polity, let us discuss environment. In my case, I made notes from different sources, which includes the Shankar IAS, then Vision Supplementary, and I also used I also made the notes using the resources of different questions of the test series. So that made my notes a compilation of all these materials, and therefore it covered the environment in the holistic manner. So I think for environment, one need to also have the notes of the different aspects of environment. For economics, just stick to the macroeconomic book of NCERT. Along with that, if somebody is stuck into some definitions or some other aspects of economics, then he can go to the Investopedia website or Brunel videos, watch the short videos, and then I would also like to tell you that also make the notes of economics chapters, because that will help you in your revision work. And after economics, the next thing is science and technology. So in science and technology, just read the basic 8th, 9th and 10th NCERT, and few chapters of biology which is related to ecology of class 11th. That really helps in the preparation of science and technology. For geography, one can just stick to the new NCERTs of class 11th and 12th. I think that will suffice. And if one wants to read more, then just read the chapters of GC Long from 15 to 25, because that will cover your biomes and other aspects of geography. Nowadays, UPSC is emphasizing more on the mapping aspect of geography and less on the fundamental questions related to geography. So I think books of NCERT, that is Fundamentals of Physical Geography and India's Physical Environment, would be more than enough to cover geography portion. And a special emphasis should be there on the mapping portion. I think our aspirant need to keep looking at the maps every day, each and every day, for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, sorry. So that will help in the preparation of geography portion. Suppose one is reading the newspaper, so one get to know about the different places and the events that took place in different places. So nowadays the UPSC is asking questions directly from these events or these places. So those areas can be marked in your atlas, and they need to be emphasized more. I think that's all for the basic preparation of the prelims. And after that, one need to also read the current affairs magazines. It can be any one of, like Vision magazine is also fine, or any other magazine, Insights or Forum magazine, which one thinks that it is good for the preparation of current affairs. It can be followed along with the newspapers. I would also like to emphasize that newspaper notes making is one of the important areas of UPSC preparation, and it should not be neglected, because it not only helps in your preparations of prelims, but especially in your mains preparation, your essay preparation, where one need to have a better articulation and have to write a well presented structured essay. So I think articles or op-eds in the newspapers do help in making a beautiful essay. So along with that, I think the 5 key areas which I think one should focus to clear prelims would be: first is to keep your syllabus as minimum as possible. As if you look into these 8 basic standard subjects which one has to study, so suppose one is using one book for each subject, so it already takes 8 books to read, and then along with that we'll have to read the 12 magazines of 12 months. Total of 20 books we'll have to follow to clear the prelims. And if one is adding more and more number of books, that is going to add to your own burden. Second thing would be to revise. Try to revise your content up to the maximum times. and third thing would be to make notes. If one is making notes of all the materials that are available with him, other than the Lakshmikant and the Spectrum book, I think that will help in the preparation, that will help to shorten your preparation of prelims, because reading the medieval histories book will take more than a week or 10 days, but to just read your notes will take hardly 2 to 3 days to complete the medieval histories syllabus. So that has to be followed. And while giving the test, I think one has to create an examination kind of environment while writing the tests. So I would recommend that just switch off your ACs if you are using it, and create an environment between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning, so that your brain start working in the examination mode itself. That really helps to tackle the pressurizing situation that one goes through while writing the prelims examination. And last thing which I would like to say is that also use your OMR sheets for filling up the bubbles during your practice test itself, because that really helps you to do not make any wrong bubble filling in your answer sheets, because I have seen that even the people who have prepared for 3 times or 4 times, they even do the mistake. Whereas in prelims, one can be out of the game by just up 0.33 marks, so it becomes very important to not do these kind of silly mistakes. I think that's all for the preparation of prelims. Thank you.